Okay. Third time's the charm. Let's see if this is better. So far, it looks better. We'll see. Sorry about this. I don't know. OBS be fucking around. That is what you're trying to say, right, Trite? That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Right? Well, that is what you're trying to say, right, Nick? Yes. This is who Kane Bullard was actually blackmailing. Take that! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got it now. Hey, thanks for the follow, Corey. Welcome to the chat room. Happy to see you. Hope you're having a fantastic Friday. Naturally, it was you, Detective Atme. Do you have some sort of basis for that claim? You've been personally involved in every single mask-to-mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received a jewel as your reward. A jewel. Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. That red diamond ring. We got his ass. That is the diamond referred to in the letter, which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you. Ah! Order! Order in the court! Order, I say! Oh, that's another coffee. That's... which one is that now? 16. He's only allowed one more. It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Trite.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Indeed it is. I don't like the way he said that. Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke Atme. Are you for real? Yes, I am. Nick, come on, stand up to him. Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. If you don't want your identity revealed to the world. Yes, it certainly does. Kane Bullard threatened to make Luke Atme's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was that identity? Here we go. Atme killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of his secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret? This is what it all comes down to, Nick. The identity Luke Atme wanted to so desperately keep secret was his identity as... Save. It's gotta be Mask to Mask, right? No, he's the one who was blackmailing Ron. Yes, that's gotta be it. Luke Atme was a blackmailer. Objection! Let's go! Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that Kane Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atme. Are you saying that Atme was blackmailing someone else on top of that? You have to admit, that does sound a little odd. It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atme. But Rhonda Light was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Emanon heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean that Rhonda Light was actually Mask to Mask. That is what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atme. Hell yeah. Shh, silence. Now I see. It's all becoming clear. What is? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Careless with the tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong? How did you? You say that I, Luke Atme, was blackmailing Rhonda Light. I know what that means. Oops. I know what that sound means. In which case, I would naturally know all about his relation to Mask to Mask. Well, yes. Rhonda Light started receiving plans from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed the first crime. Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. That's 17. Is he a man of his word? Let's find out. Next time on Dragon Ball. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Luke Atme know that Rhonda Light was Mask to Mask? This has got to be the clipping. I think I see it. See what? When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief, trying to be the center of attention. Well, what do you mean? This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Rhonda Light in his guard uniform. It seems that Mask to Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. That sounds far too stupid to be true. That's why his name is Luke Atme. Yeah, for sure. He needs to be the center of attention. Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atme. That's when you learned that under his mask, Mask to Mask was really Rhonda Light. What the? Wasn't he supposed to be Mask to Mask? Not only that, it looks like he wasn't even an ace detective. I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer. What a fraud. They're trying to pass him off as an ace detective? Why you? How dare you expose me like that? Why, I mean, I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud ace detective, and also Mask to Mask. Love this moment. Why can't you understand that? I'm afraid you're neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your identity. Why, you? How dare you? Oh, could never for some yourself with those big mouths of yours. You're all real fools. I say none of you can compare to my genius. You're just jealous. So good. Desecrate me. Commemorate me there. Damn. It's enough to make one laugh. Yeah, classic narcissistic meltdown. It would seem we finally arrived at the real answer. That was quite a performance by Mr. Atme. Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atme.
Objection!
What? Bro, what? That's 18. He's a liar. The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim. Excuse me. But what do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling. Maybe 18 was just a generous, 17 was just a generous estimation. Maybe. Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge. You don't get much more in your face than that. It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Trite. What do you... It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Luke Atme was a filthy blackmailer, and that he wasn't at Lord Lee Taylor the night of the murder. That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. But... There's still one thing you've yet to prove.
What's that?
Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, you can't prove this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB security. Then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered. No! No way! The sword. It's finally time for the sword. That had me break my voice in a little bit.
Order! Order in the court! Well, Mr. Wright.
This is it. This is the final round. I've got to prove that Atme was at Bullard's office that night. But you can't really prove that. That's long enough. Mr. Trite, I want to hear your answer. That night, Luke Atme was at KB security, and the defense? I mean, I gotta say we can prove it, obviously. Can prove it. The defense can prove it, with evidence.
Are you sure?
Don't you worry. I'll watch over you as you break down and fall to pieces. Might be bait though. Nah, I feel like it's the sword.
Very well then. Let's see this proof. Proof that Luke Atme was at KB security that night.
This is the proof.
Boo! It's true, it is very important. However, I'm not so foolish as to think that will pass for evidence here.
19. Oops. Now we cooking. Okay. This dude has had way more coffee than any human should have. Mr. Trite, it's time you learn the flavor of life. The true flavor of life. The flavor of my special Godot blend number 49.
Well, Mr. Wright?
It's bitter. Very bitter. Damn. Come on, Nick. Don't give up now. What do I do? If I make a mistake here, it's over. Oh? Maybe it is bait. Let's see. I can't prove it.
Just as I thought.
But if we hear more of Detective Atme's testimony, unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Trite. What do you mean? I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean. What? Have you forgotten? Luke Atme is here after we interrupted his own trial, and you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as mask to mask. No.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Rhonda Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness. Order! Order in the court! That's enough deliberation over this witness.
I can't believe this. At this rate, Ron is. Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence, and by then it'll be too late. Huh? But why? Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules of any court of law. Double jeopardy?
Should a defendant be tried and found innocent in court, that defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. This is a fundamental rule of all courts. And it applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else.
Mr. Amy will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask, which means
He will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned.
no way.
The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Atmey's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer.
What? Yeah. Is that it? Oh shit, what? No. Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent. The real killer, Luke Atmey, will go free.
You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. As long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections? Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atmey.
Objection!
Let's go. I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Is that 20 cups of coffee now? Did another one slide and I missed it? Damn, I missed that one. Wasn't a slide. Oh, then it's not. No. We have confirmed that it's only the slides. Because we were off by like a very significant amount the last time we got an account. Yeah. That was around like 11. Yeah, it was around 11. And we were on like 16. But yeah. Your Honor, when you were... Oh, yeah. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result.
How did you?
Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. That voice. No way. Mia! Long time no see, Phoenix. Mia! This is the true power of the Karain channeling technique. I know that it's really Maya who's standing before me, but right now she's my mentor, Mia Fey. Now, let's do this. But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine. Not yet. The testimony's not over yet. What do you mean? Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today.
Yes, that's true, but...
Unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, this witness made a number of remarks.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love wins out in the end after all. I am the ace detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Rhonda Lights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness. Yes, but these comments appear to have no importance whatsoever.
Very well. Then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that all right with you, prosecutor?
Is something the matter, Mr. Godot?
Nothing.
Oh, Sir Lawyer, it looks like you're one step too late. Do you think such falsehood will do anything to me? Look at...
Let's hear it.
Huh?
It's true that the witness made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination.
Mr. Godot, what are you? Very well then. Look, Mr. Luke at me. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks.
The defense would like to hear why you declared the defendant to be the true murderer. A sudden 180 for Godot. Yeah, very surprising. Maybe it's because he had too much coffee. It's like that episode of Futurama. You know, you drink 100 cups of coffee and then you gain superpowers. He becomes a defense attorney after 20 cups of coffee.
So please give us one last bit of testimony.
Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance. Yes, Chief.
All right. Indeed, it is true that I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready.
Weird.
My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Rhonda Lights. And thanks to the key card and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delight was wearing his mask-to-mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. In the blackmail letter, the victim likely just mistook the color of the jewel. Zavari! Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy.
I don't think so. This testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well.
The witness's earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything.
And save, too. Yeah, good catch. Boop.
But of course. But how did you know about the emergency buzzer? The police investigation documents went directly through me, and I always look over the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer.
Are you going to make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer?
I will not allow any of your unusual shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
You cannot postpone Luke Atme's trial any longer. This is your last chance.
Hang on a sec. Just one chance? It seems that the party's about to begin. Well, Phoenix, there isn't any evidence that contradicts with there isn't any evidence that contradicts with that testimony. So it would seem. What do you mean, so it would seem? Listen, Phoenix, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. So you got only one chance. Press the right statement only. Fun. That's 20. That is officially 20. Cup number 17. The last cup. Yeah, sure it is. Wait, I gotta It seems like the time has come to put an end to this trial. I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony. And I need to point it out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it. Remember, you only get one chance.
Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination.
All right, we got this. It is true, I was not at Lordly Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known about the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready. This is the weird one, right? Like, this seems so obviously weird to me. What date? why were you preparing this photo in the first place? Like, this is the one that seems immediately weird. For sure, for sure. I'm not gonna try to jump the gun on it, but this one just really sticks out to me. My brilliant deduction was what informed me that the true culprit was Ron DeLite. Thanks to the key card and wallet, it was abundantly clear that he was there. I was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? The victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. DeLite was wearing mask to mask, which is why he left no prints. In the blackmail letter, the victim just likely mistook the color of the jewel. That also seems a little odd, but I think it's this one. This one, yeah.
Hold it!
Mr. Atme, about this last remark.
Objection!
You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Trite? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement. What? See, this doesn't make sense, because, like, why would he prepare the photo in advance if he wasn't involved in the murder? Like, if he was just actually stealing it, he would just steal it and try not to get photographed. I said this before. There's still one thing you haven't proven. That this scum was in Kane Bullard's office that night. And now, it's time for me to drink my last cup.
Mr. Wright, I will hold you to the end of...
Alright.
Guilty.
So it's not that. So we have to... Specifically, it's telling us to prove he's there. That's the thing. You gotta find a contradiction as in something wrong he said. Not odd. Let's see. Yeah, let's see here. I guess odd works too, but think about it well. I figured it out myself, so you can too. Yeah, let's see here. So specifically has to prove that he was there. We're not... Oh, well... That's helpful. Vitally important job request. This?
Hold it!
Mr. Atme, about this last remark.
Objection!
Boo. Can't even skip this. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Alright. Wasn't that one. Okay. Get a little closer, save. Huh. Something leads to Atme being there or know he was there. Yeah. None of these really suggest that to me, but let's see. Other than this, but like this just suggests he's not at Lordly Taylor rather than specifically somewhere else. Let's see. Okay, let me just go back to the beginning. So yeah, this doesn't prove he was anywhere specific. This doesn't prove he was anywhere specific. I had known about the date. This doesn't. We already know that for a fact. This doesn't prove anything. This is public knowledge. This is public knowledge. This is public knowledge. This is public knowledge. Is this one? Yeah. Mr. Delight, this is public knowledge. This doesn't suggest anything about his location. And this doesn't work. Sure, yeah, throw me a hint, because I honestly, none of these make any sense to me. Like, none of these suggest that he was there to me. Because this is all just, like, information he could have got through the court. He said something he shouldn't have. Yes, that is true, apparently.
Objection!
Something he shouldn't know. I mean, it's all stuff that's been discussed, like, literally with him here in the last X amount of minutes. So I feel like it's all stuff he would know. Not all. Apparently. Apparently. I don't know about that, but apparently. Yes. Final. Let's see. I mean, we've discussed all this stuff with him here. So, indeed it is true. Like, none of them stand out as any different. Okay, we've done this. I had to leave this.
Objection!
Nope. Okay, even more hits. Think of the last four. One of them is wrong. I mean, I figured that, yeah. At this point, yeah, I've kind of narrowed it down there. Let's see. Alright. Here we go. Victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. That's just common sense. This was discussed just a bit ago. Literally just discussed this. And I tried this one, so it's not that one. He literally heard all of this just like minutes ago. So like he definitely would know. Yeah. I mean, I guess this, even though it doesn't actually make sense that this is it.
Objection!
Nope. Oh, wait. This is actually different now? Okay. How can you say that? Not really, because again, like, he's learned this through public record, so it's not weird that he knows this. Let's review your testimony, shall we? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his mask outfit. Is that correct?
Indeed, that is what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof.
More like your deductions prove you're a fool. We'll see.
I'm sorry. Whatever do you mean? For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty.
When exactly did we learn the fact that Rhonda Light was dressed as Mask to Mask when he went to the scene of the crime?
That was,
It was just a few hours ago, back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare. Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? I'm sorry, I just never had a chance to mention it up till now. That's right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should know this are those who have been watching this trial. Do you understand now, Detective Atme? There's no way that you should have known about that, besides us discussing it openly in front of you just moments ago. You were in the next courtroom being tried as Mask to Mask. So then, enlighten us. Just how did you know about that piece of information?
well,
Come on. This detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand.
Objection!
And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. No, they didn't mention it in front of him. He was in the other trial. It didn't get brought up again. I don't remember it, but that's cool. I'm pretty sure it got brought up at this point, but it doesn't really matter. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing his Mask to Mask outfit. There is one and only one other way for Detective Atme to have found that out.
only one.
One way, you say? Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Yeah. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer.
Objection!
But Mr. Delight never saw his attacker, so there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Lucas.
Objection!
It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head. Just what are you implying? Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn that statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight. Impossible. Detective Atme, you saw Mask to Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing.
Take a good look at me, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. That's the same line you gave yesterday.
But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. Oh yeah, my favorite breakdown. Hell yeah. Wait, what the hell? Did yours? Oh, that must have got buried under the spam. Yeah. This is why I have two chats.
What an awfully complicated incident.
Yeah, very complicated.
Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke at me, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight. And upon killing his blackmailer, Luke at me tried to frame Ron Delight. He then claimed to be guilty as Mask to Mask in order to escape his true crime.
And to that end, he came up with this plan to use the double jeopardy rule when making up his alibi.
At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth.
Excuse me.
I came perilously close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of murderer.
Don't ignore me.
Oh, I didn't realize you were there.
Why wouldn't he be? About the verdict.
I know, you never committed any murder.
That's right. I'm so glad you understand that, but I really am Master Mask!
Huh?
So, thanks to that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy?
Now that you mention it,
I've been careless. Careless? What do you think, Mia? As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. A defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent. Then, Mask the Mask is really innocent? It would seem so. For now. For now? Yeah, I mean, if he commits a new crime, then you could try him for that.
now then, this court finds the defendant
Not guilty. We just helped the thief get off the hook. I mean, at least he's not going down for the murder trial. And he didn't commit this theft, so I guess this was the right outcome. Boy, this is really lucky. Wait, this isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I still am Mask the Mask after all. October 14th, 3:35 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. They'll probably stop robbing now. I would assume so. Like, bro got, like, unbelievably lucky. Don't press it any further. You did it, Phoenix. Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because Maya doesn't call on me much these days. Oh? I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. But on the other hand, Maya, he seems kind of torn these days. You mean about becoming the master of the Korean channeling school? Becoming master means saying goodbye to our mother. Misty Faye, right? Watch over her, will you, Phoenix? Of course. Well then, see you around. Mia. Minister Wright. I don't know what to say. Congratulations, Mr. Delight. Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though, now that all of this happened. Come on, just be happy already. Maya, you've been cleared of murder charges and got off as Mask the Mask to boot. But in exchange, I lost everything. Huh? What do you mean? Stealing security information from KB Security? Becoming Mask the Mask? I did it all for one reason. For her. You mean your wife, Desiree? She hates criminals more than anything. Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she? She always said how she hated sneaky criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure. So that's why you became Mask the Mask. Yes, but it's all over now. Broken bowl can never be put back together. That's not true, right, Nick? Right. Really? Can we go back to the way things were? You'll be fine. Nick can prove it. I can? I kinda wish you would check with me first. Mr. Delight, even if a bowl is broken, there's always a way to put it back together. I assume the vase? Or the urn, yeah. Ron, when he learns about the urn, exactly. The sacred urn. Bessie was the one who found it. Desiree, your wife. She's always believed in you, Ron. That's why you'll be fine. You don't have anything to worry about. Ah, there you are. Miss Delight. You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy. Thank you. I appreciate that, but, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you? Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you'd quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really mask to mask either. Mr. Light, what are you gonna do now that you know? You're not gonna really leave him, are you? Come on, it's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast, there's no way he could ever get away. But didn't you say that you hated criminals? Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective. I see. My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them, like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous. Chivalrous? I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement. Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you? She's just as crazy. Yeah. I mean, hey, ain't that love when you find someone who's crazy matches your crazy? Nicky boy. Yes? I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us. Oh, well, take care of yourself. You too, Nicky boy. I can feel my face going red. Mr. Nick! Mystic Maya! Congratulations! Talk about bad timing. Mr. Nick! With another man's wife! Mystic Maya! No, you've got it wrong. I'll never forgive you! Never, ever! Yeah, Pearl's pissed. Classic Pearly. So just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. Damn, she knocked his ass out! Don't underestimate little Pearl. Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together. But I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. Nice. Damn, that had so many awesome characters in it. Hell yeah. Now, episode 3, so that means there's 3 episodes left. Alright. Little teaser of what's to come next week.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts.
It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me.
The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are The victim alone was at the table.
No, you're wrong. I know what I saw. I saw. Psyche lock? I saw someone else there. A man. He's the real killer. Fun fact for 3-3, that was supposed to be an Ace Attorney 2 case, got removed because Shutakami getting crunched, so he brought back for 3. Oh, nice. Nice. I love that he didn't give up on it, he just kind of sat on it till the time was right. Well, Mr. Right.
This court finds the defendant guilty.
Damn, we're starting with a guilty verdict. Damn. Oh yeah, what'd you think of 3-2 overall? I thought it was really fun. I thought that the mystery was like a little not as mysterious. I kind of clocked Luke at me immediately, but I thought it had a lot of really fun characters and it was an overall like really fun story. But yeah, Luke at me was mad suspicious. But yeah, again, just I like seeing Larry again. He's always a fun character. We got a cool reference to Wendy, which is dope. Luke at me, his megalomaniac shit was fun. My favorite though was Godot for sure. I mean, that's why I made him the starting card. But yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. It was a lot of fun, and I'm excited to hop into the next case on Monday. But yeah, until next time, I hope you all have a great rest of the week, a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Peace. Everybody looking out for themselves, and everybody got a truth to tell. Everybody got a book they want to sell to everyone else. Everybody got their own agenda, everybody wants you to buy. And no one gives a fuck if their bullshit hustle makes somebody end their life. Oh, I just wanna make money, just wanna make money, don't care in the end who it turns to a friend or foe, or what it does to the folks I know. I just wanna make money, just wanna make money. Who knows what it'll cost in the end? I'll deal with that then. Everybody thinks that they speak for everybody, thinks that they are smart. But everybody's always looking for answers, nobody knows where to start. Everybody thinks someone should save them, but nobody comes to their call. And everybody thinks that they have the fix to finally mend it all. Oh, I just wanna make money, just wanna make money, don't care in the end who it turns to a friend or foe, or what it does to the folks I know. I just wanna make money, just wanna make money. Who knows what it'll cost in the end? I'll deal with that then. Oh, I just wanna make money, just wanna make money, don't care in the end who it turns to a friend or foe, or what it does to the folks I know.